Every seat tells a story. This year, God has filled these seats with lives transformed, hope renewed, and faith strengthened.
This year has been a powerful season in family ministry. God has been moving in the hearts of kids, students, and families, and we want to celebrate the ways He is changing lives. We had the privilege of walking alongside families as 33 children were dedicated to the Lord. These moments represented not only a commitment from parents, but also a church family standing together to nurture the next generation in faith.
This summer, 180 kids experienced the fun, friendship, and faith-building opportunities of camp. From worship around the campfire to conversations in small groups, countless seeds of faith were planted and nurtured.
Our middle school and high school students stepped up in amazing ways. Teens gave back by serving in children's ministry by showing younger kids what it looks like to live out their faith through love, leadership, and service. One of our greatest joys we've shared is celebrating with 34 kids and students who chose to follow Jesus through baptism. Each story of life change is a testimony of God's grace and faithfulness for our community to invest in the next generation.
At our Austintown campus, a newly renovated student space has created room for more teens to encounter Christ and grow in meaningful relationships. This space is already becoming a hub for discipleship, connection, and for life transformation. We're celebrating all that God has done, and we look forward with expectation to the stories yet to be written as kids and students continue to find their place in His story. Thank you, church family. Thank you for your prayers, for your generosity, and your commitment to raising up the next generation of Christ followers.
Even in a year of transition, God has been on the move. Over the past year, our first-time guest numbers have doubled. And that's not because everything has been perfect. It's because God is faithful in every season. Look, uncertainty can make us hesitate, but God's faithfulness moves us forward. Every welcome at the door, every cup of coffee, every personal invite, God has used it to draw people to GCC. We're seeing new faces become new friends, and we're seeing new friends become family.
As a community, we completed 733 tie blankets and donated them to Comfort and Hope, Project MKC, and CCHO. These blankets represent warmth, comfort, and the love of Christ going directly into the hands of the children who need it most. In addition, we donated 267 blanket kits to Clothed in Strength, Comfort and Hope, and Project MKC. These kits will give volunteers the opportunity to come together and complete and donate them directly to the children supported by each of these organizations. We also celebrated our first Not Your Average blanket event in person, where hands came together to tie, knot, and transform fabric into hope. Beyond this event, GCC families, small groups, GCC kids at Elkhorn Valley Camp, and Deep Valley Christian Camp all joined in to help complete the total of 733 blankets, showing what happens when many hearts and hands come to work towards one mission. These numbers aren't just statistics. Each number reflects a child and a story changed by your generosity. Together, we live out our calling to bring joy, hope, and the love of Christ to our community.
This year, in the absence of 2 worship ministers, God has provided through the dedication of our volunteers. Faithful worship leaders have stepped up week after week, leading our church in genuine worship.
We've also seen the next generation rise with several volunteers under 14 serving regularly in lights, media, and music. Their contributions not only build valuable skills, but also nurture their faith as they begin their spiritual journey. Even in a season of transition, the resilience and commitment of our people have been a clear sign of God's provision. We're excited about Wesley Montgomery joining our team as worship minister, and we are excited for his leadership in this next season.
At GCC, we are blessed to lovingly serve families right here in our own community. At the core of this missional calling stands our Big Reach Center of Hope, a beacon of practical support. Through its doors, countless individuals and families have found essential resources like nourishing food assistance and empowering educational programs, directly helping them overcome daily challenges and build stronger foundations, not just in their lives, but in their relationships with Jesus.
But our impact didn't stop at our local borders. Our missions team, fueled by faith, embarked on another life-changing trip to Guatemala this year, demonstrating love in action on a global scale. There, our volunteers poured their hearts into serving Disciple Makers International, engaging in a pivotal project that significantly improved living conditions and offered much-needed support, leaving a tangible outpouring of Jesus' love and service. We truly believe that every single act of service, whether it's helping hand down the street or on a global mission, creates a powerful ripple effect, building a more compassionate and hopeful future for everyone Christ has called us to serve.
It's been incredible to witness how the consistent presence of our dedicated staff and volunteers have fostered genuine connections, proving that when neighbors truly love one another, lives and eternities change forever.
Each week, even beyond the walls of our church, God is at work. Through our online services, hundreds of people are engaging with us in worship and teaching, some right here in our community, others across the country, and even all around the world. And this fall, we're taking another exciting step. We're launching our brand new weekly podcast, Table Talk. It's a space for honest conversations about faith, life, and it's designed to help people grow spiritually and stay connected throughout the week and begin using tables in their lives for spaces of transition and transformation. From the live stream to the podcast, we're committed to using every tool that we can share the hope of Jesus and build a community that's bigger than a building.
At GCC, we love to celebrate life-changing moments. This year, we watched 66 people take a covenantal step towards God. And so looking ahead to early 2026, we're going to intentionally slow down and focus on this sacred moment, giving our community an opportunity to explore, understand, and take steps towards greater discipleship. Baptism marks a pivotal moment in our lives when we shift out of the engagement wheel and take our first steps into a spiritually formative relationship with Jesus. And when we do, life will never be the same again.
God desires our hearts, not our financial resources, yet faithfully giving beautifully embodies the trust we place in God and deepens our relationship with Him. GCC, you are a generous church, and we value this incredible partnership and our shared mission. Ultimately, our giving is a joy-filled response and expression because He gave everything to and for us first. Your commitment not only reflects your posture to Jesus, but also empowers us to conduct difference-making, real-time ministry, transforming a community that greatly needs it.
A new leader brings new excitement, new anticipation. And often the question on our minds is, what will happen next? We hope that it'll be something big. We wait, we listen, we expect. It's such a sweet space as a new leader to hear the words of encouragement and excitement when sharing with people. So what's coming? First things first, what an honor to stand on an almost 200-year past and lead in the next season. Thank you. I'll do my best. GCC has such a bright future and such a calling to be the salt and light of our community. After transitions, we often create a world of change thinking that it's the future, but I have found that a shift is what we truly need. On our keyboards, we have 2 shift keys. These silent influences have the power to change the entire trajectory of a sentence, a word, or even a church. And when we lean into what is there, but shift how we see, use, or act on it, it will become clear. The path is revealed. Now here's a couple of examples. One of the things you're going to notice is that we're no longer selling things or any merchandise here at GCC. Everything that we do is going to be on suggested donations. The same is true for our coffee. If you want a cup, it's yours. Have it, enjoy it. If you're able to give something, that's awesome, but it's not required. The Lord's Supper, that's another huge deal, actually. We've realized that we can do this a whole lot better because we never want to minimize what we receive from God and share with each other. So you'll see some new individual communion cups coming soon, not because they're cooler or taste better, which they probably do, but because we are not using the best right now and we need a shift. Instead of dancing around it, we're going to have the courage to change it. Better Together is not just a catchy slogan, but rather strikes at the heart of who GCC is and what we're going to be. We need God, and that's a given. And in an increasingly distancing world, we need each other. You've heard us say, it takes a village. Well, actually, it takes a church. Actually, it takes GCC. So here's the path. Biblical preaching, great worship, kids programming, student activities, mission trips, serving opportunities, coffee, small groups, courses, Bible studies, calls to service, paint, community investment. Yes, all of these things. But we're not just building a bigger buffet with more programs. We are digging deep so that in all that we do, it creates space at the table for those who are far from Jesus and helps all of us encounter Him, bringing greater transformation. Greenford family, for nearly 200 years, God has been faithful here. And as we look to the future, we're updating our bylaws so that we can move with greater clarity and care. And this change shifts certain decisions from a full congregational vote to our executive leadership board. That is our elders, our lead pastor, and executive pastors. Why? To empower the right people in the right roles so that ministry can move further and faster. This is not less accountability. Actually, it's more. The board will operate with clear guardrails regarding reporting and scheduled reviews so that you know what we've decided and why. And we're asking for your trust as we serve you, and we commit to earning it through transparency, integrity, and fruit. So let's take these next steps together. So buckle your seatbelt, check your schedule, put on your walking shoes, and get ready to get your steps in, because GCC, we are a go. Welcome. Your application is approved. You're on the team. We've saved a seat for you.